Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Avery, and I will be sharing with you today a side-by-side comparison of three of the top learning management systems for the K-12 learning environment. It is my understanding that your region is in the process of deciding which LMS to adopt. So I hope today's presentation is useful for you as you begin to pilot these platforms in your individual classrooms. So what exactly is a learning management system? McNaughton states, a learning management system is an online platform that facilitates the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, and delivery of e-learning education courses or training programs. Now, learning management systems, or LMSs, have been in the K-12 setting for several years. What makes these LMSs great tools for the classroom is their ability to be used along with face-to-face instruction, providing a blended online environment within the regular curriculum. So which platform will provide the best online option for your school? Let's look at three of the most popular platforms used by schools incorporated blending learning: Edmodo, Schoology, and Moodle. Each of these platforms have their advantages and disadvantages, depending on how you want to use them. The best way to decide the most appropriate LMS for your district is to give each platform a try. So let's start with Edmodo. Firstly, Edmodo is an instant hit with the students because it's very Facebook-ish. Edmodo can be used by a single teacher in his or her classroom. It's how I use it, have been using it for years, or purchased by a district. It's a good tool to improve students' learning opportunities through active participation and communication. You can get started with Edmodo by simply creating a group. Then you can invite students and teachers to join the group by providing the class with a unique code for that class. Parents too can join the class with a unique parent code that can be provided to them so that they can view their child's assignments and contributions to discussions. The Edmodo library lets you store an unlimited number of documents in your Edmodo library, and these documents can be shared with your groups using folders. Edmodo works with Google Docs, which you can access from your Edmodo library. You can make files in your Google Drive folder available to your students or fellow teachers in your shared folders. Edmodo provides iPad and iPhone apps, so very supportive for all your BYO models. So to wrap up, Edmodo is a good resource for sharing and basic assignment distribution features. And it's ideal for elementary schools and for classes in secondary education. Now on to Schoology. Schoology is a little more like a traditional learning management system than Edmodo. It has an easy-to-use social network interface. Like Edmodo, Schoology can be used by a single teacher for his or her class, and there is a district school platform available for a fee. You can create a course by clicking the course button and then clicking the create button. You can give a code to the students, similar to Edmodo, when you would like them to join your class. Groups are created as a separate function to courses, with access regulated using a 10-digit code. Some ways groups work would be something like this. You can have social studies teachers in a school or across the district that can collaborate to develop curriculum. They can join and then they can collaborate, having discussions, sharing resources, creating rubrics and assessments, and then pulling it from there into their course environment. You can also add materials to courses, assignments, quizzes, files and links, discussions, photo albums, web pages. Lots you can do there. Schoology also has a great gradebook system in which all assignments and quizzes are automatically inputted. One of my personal features or favorites features is the Analytics feature. Here you can check student participation in assignments, discussions, and their use of provided course web links. You can see here that with the end of the marking period coming up, my students have been checking their courses a little bit more this past week, which is good news for me. Schoology, like Edmodo, provides both an iPad and iPhone app, a must-have feature for schools that are rolling out mobile devices or encouraging students to bring their own technologies. You can link your Google Drive folder directly to your Schoology account and make files in your Google Drive folder available as course materials. Schoology is best suited for elementary or the secondary students. It's a good middle of the road between Edmodo and Moodle. Speaking of Moodle, Moodle is our third learning management system that we're going to talk about today. It's an open source platform. Moodle has been used for some time at the post-secondary level and has more recently found its way into the K-12 setting, mainly in the secondary schools, distance education, and to a limited number of primary elementary schools. There are very few free online options for using Moodle with more than a couple of classes. Genomio is one option if you do want to explore Moodle online. Moodle can be set up to mirror the structure of your school with your site home, your site pages, courses, etc. You can create categories and then populate these categories with courses. Courses can contain resources and activities. Moodle has a very detailed assignment gradebook system. Assignments can be submitted and graded online. There are many other activities and useful activity tracking tools available for use with courses. So the positive takeaways: it's a popular learning management system. It's highly customizable. It's great for universities and high schools where there is a need to offer students structured courses in a controlled online school environment. Some of the negative features of Moodle: it's a complicated interface. It's not easy to use by individual teachers. Your school will need a group of knowledgeable technicians to run the interface. So in conclusion, technology use influences the direction of teaching, learning, and research in the 21st century educational setting. So the decision of which LMS is right for you in your district is not an easy one. So it's now up to you, the teachers in your region, to test out these systems and decide for yourself which best meets your needs. I want to thank you for your time today and have a nice afternoon.